here. They are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Running with McFarland. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
To throw on 2nd down, Barber. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Escapes the defender. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And now here's a carry heading left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And fights through one man. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Throwing on first down. Barber escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm going to...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Barber dancing to his left. He'll get this complete to Jalen Rager. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barber. It's caught by Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Well, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Browns drive about to get started. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Runs through the contact. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll fire deep for Rager. That's caught inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jalen Rager, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, able to avoid him. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within 1 score as it stays a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Buying time to his left. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told... And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown, Browns. Great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is Jakeem Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 72 yards for him on the ground as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Jackson to throw. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw from his end zone. Barber. Johnson's got it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Barber. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
You never get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver squeaking downfield to beat it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Grant sets to return it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now Jackson on 1st down.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Able to slither by. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Jackson on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the option.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. On 1st and 10, Barber. Now he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Back to throw. Barber. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Conner, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
James Conner
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Finding room to the 20, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them whenever they've needed a big run.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for two, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got... And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Looking to throw on second down. Barber able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. To throw from his end zone, Barber. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Grant Delpit. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
Let's get this. All keep giving it to him. Come on, keep giving it to him. Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And
The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Here we go. 18 Gators. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Lawrence. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
64. Hey, high 7.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down.